Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. Today I want to talk about the Id.4 versus my Id.3. Did I make a mistake? Should I have gotten the Id.4? This is just my own personal opinion. I want to look at the Id.4 because I drove it now for a few days and it's really amazing. And I want to go through all the things that I like more about this car and go through the things that I like more about this car. And then in the end we'll see what I still prefer. Something that I didn't think I would say because I'm not an SUV fan at all. I don't like SUVs. I don't know, they seem wasteful. It's a lot of space that I don't need and I don't get it. But the Id.4 in silver with 21-inch wheels and those rims, it looks amazing. I saw the Id.4 a few times before, I drove it a few times and it was always, yeah, it's a good looking car. But in this spec, it looks amazing. I'm sorry. I like my Id.3. It looks good. It's not the most amazing looking car. It looks futuristic and nice. Nice. No one wants to be nice. But this, it looks future. It looks streamlined. It looks, I don't know. It's amazing. The silhouette, everything. I don't know. It looks amazing. I'm very surprised, and it looks just so great. What's so amazing about it is when I look at other electric SUV, EQC, EQA, e-tron, those look, ugh. I'm sorry, this looks great. The door handles, I like it with the Id.3 way better. You have a whole grip and you pull on that grip. And also when it comes to the locking, this is, for some reason, I don't know why, the locking, I always do that with my hand. I try to I unlock with just approaching the car, but to lock, I do this. And in the Id.3, for some whatever reason, it's louder and I can hear it more and I know it's locked. The Id.4 door handles are still good, but it's not something you pull on. You have to go underneath and get it out. And like I said, with the locking, I don't know. I hear it. Not as now it's like the same volume, of course, but I don't know. In my Id.3 I never had the problem. Since I have this car, I always lock and then I check, is it really locked with the key, because I'm not sure. If I don't see the blinker, then I don't know. The opening mechanism inside the car though is, I don't know. It feels better here. I don't know why. It feels more mechanical in the Id.3 and more electrical here. It just feels better. Seat adjustment in the Id.4, I mean, this is the max, this has everything. I can have electric seats, electric adjustable seats in the Id.3 as well, but mine doesn't have it. And I don't need it. So going forwards and backwards is slower. With electric, with manual, it's just done in a second, but going up takes a long time manually. But what I love that Id.3 can have,
please wait.
not this, are memory seats, because I can save 2 seats. So it would be perfect for my wife and me. She rarely drives, but still I can save the position. So no adjustment, everything, just press 1 and it's in her position. That's awesome. Yeah, the trunk door, I just like it more with the Id.3. It just opens so, it's the same width, it's the same thing, but it's just, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, it just takes so long. And when it's mechanical, I have to think, is there space? Yes, I can save the position and everything. But so many times I get out of the trunk because I'm not used to it. I don't press the button. I get out of the car, I need something from the trunk. And then it takes so long. And the same thing with closing. Closed. Does this work? I don't even know. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. But look, in that time I open and close. Done. I just like that more. Yeah. Yes, Id.4 has way more trunk space, but I don't need it. The same as for the back seats. There's more space for the back seats, but I don't need it. I don't have a family with 4 people. Again, this is my opinion, what I need in a car. And with the Id.4, it gives me a lot of stuff that I don't need. Id.4 drive. The screen is bigger than in the Id.3, and yes, it's nice to have it a bit bigger, but I don't need it. It's not important to me. Okay, driving the Id.4. I didn't think this would happen so much, but it does. It's way more comfortable in here than in the Id.3. Driving this car, I have the DCC, Dynamic Chassis Control, in individual, on soft, but even when it's in sport, it's still amazingly comfortable. Going over bumps, amazing, just great, and it's still not jumpy. So the suspension is still amazing, you still feel in control. Awesome. So driving this car is so amazingly comfortable to go a long distance. It's also quieter in here than in the Id.3. But the most important is going over bumps. It's just like nothing. I love it a lot. So yeah, driving Id.4 rules. I don't know if it's because of the 21-inch wheels. I don't know if it has to do with the wheels or with the weight or whatever, but steering is harder than in the Id.3. It's still amazingly precise, it feels great, but it's just, it's way harder to do. So you need more force to steer. And the worst thing that this car has is power. It's underpowered extremely. It looks futuristic and it looks like the future and it looks like it has power, but it doesn't have it. 150 kilowatt with this weight, acceleration 8.2 seconds. It's very underwhelming. Passing a car, yes, it's okay, but you don't enjoy it. So yes, it's comfortable, but it's not exciting. And every time I drive this car, it's so nice and comfy, and then I have to pass or drive a bit more power, accelerate, then that wasn't too great. So this car needs not just the GTX, it needs a whole-wheel drive, but it needs 150 kilowatt rear and front. This would be amazing for this car. And it has nothing to do with sporty driving and I don't know, I want to show off or whatever. Wasn't there a mirror at some point? Where did the mirror go? I can't see anything. What is this? It has to do with, I don't know, you get into the car, you have everything, it's comfortable, and then you want to pass, and then you, I wanted to have a more push, and the car looks like it, that it would give you a great push. Yeah, but I was very surprised that I like the Id.4 so much, because at the first drive I was okay with it, but that's it, I thought SUV, nah. But since driving it for a few days, I like it a lot. In the Id.3, it's way easier to get in. The door feels like the same weight, but especially my wife, when she goes in and sits in the car, she cannot reach the door. And for whatever reason, it's easier in the Id.3, and you don't have to go that far. You sit a bit higher in the Id.4, but that's not a big problem for me. But overall, getting into the car is easier in the Id.3. That the screen is a bit smaller, I don't mind. I can still see everything, I can reach everything. I don't know, I feel like in the Id.4 the screen is a bit lower. So this feels like it's a bit tilted upwards, and in the Id.4 it's more the other way. So, and I prefer this one. This feels a bit more open to the screen as in the Id.4. But let's drive. Yeah, and I feel it right away with the Id.3. Steering is lighter. It's still comfy. It's not as comfy and quiet as in the Id.4, but still, for my taste, amazing. What I feel, the regen is a bit stronger because it's the same regen from the same motor, but I have less weight, and therefore it's a bit stronger. But the normal brakes feel a tiny bit better in the Id.3. I don't know why that is. But when it comes to agility, better, Id.3 is just way better. In the corners, it feels more nimble. Like I said, easier to steer. And then, of course, the best, yeah, this is way more power. It's the same motor with the same power, but it's just a lighter car. Even the big battery Id.3 is not my thing when it comes to that. It needs more power. Id.3, 58 kilowatt hour battery, usable, 62 is the battery. With the 150 kilowatt rear wheel motor, it's not amazingly powerful, but it still gives you a powerful feeling when you accelerate, and it's right there. Even in normal mode, a comfort mode, you don't need sport mode, it's fine. It just feels better, it's more fun. I like it more. And that's why I keep my Id.3 and I don't get an Id.4, even though Id.4 has advantages. Yes, this Id.4, which you can have in here too, has the head-up display. It's nice, but I would never pay for it. It's fine, I don't need that. Same as the panoramic roof, I don't need that at all. It even has a downside for me for filming, because to adjust a camera is harder with a glass roof, and also I don't want the sun to get in. I don't need that. I don't see that in the front anyways. It's for the rear seats, not for me, and I'm selfish. No, but still, Id.3 is my king when it comes to EVs. I love my Id.3. I know it has a lot of downsides, and there are things that I don't like about my Id.3, and I made videos about it, of course. But as a mix, what I need an EV for, what I want to feel driving, the mix between comfortable, quiet, daily use, and then still drive far and it's still okay. Yes, I would want it to charge faster, but it's still okay. Why did I go the same way so I cannot see again if there are people here coming? I'm stupid. It still fits that. The mix is perfect for me. Yes, I want it with more power, but I don't know. For example, it's possible that if the Id.3 has has all-wheel drive and has 350 350 horsepower, 330, what the IDX should have. Maybe that's fun to drive and exciting and it's amazing, but maybe then it doesn't drive that well, because with that power, with that performance, maybe you'd have to stiffen up the suspension, and then maybe it doesn't feel that good for a daily use. So I don't know. That's why I say right now, all the EVs I've driven, it's been 28 different EVs, this car is still my champion, just mine. I understand you will have a different opinion, that's okay, but allow me mine. That's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.